No, it actually sounds quite exciting.
Oh, no doubt it is. And I mean, as I say, there's a full schedule of events. So we've got our National Parks Day. So there's 5 geocaches on the island. We're going to do a big competition on that day on the 20th of July. You can go over there, and if you find them all, you're going to get a commemorative coin that's going to mark your achievement and your day. It's a little wooden coin.
Yeah.
So I mean, it'll be a nice keepsake for people. We're launching a big picnic program in September, so you'll have the opportunity to go over or take on a character yourself if you like, or like I say, just choose to kind of, be assigned a character and see the experience through that character's eyes. You're going to get fed, you're going to have music, you're going to build a little boat and race it out in the river. You're going to get a big photograph at the end of it, and that'll be your keepsake to take back with you when you're done.
So how many...
Your picnic on the island.
For that particular thing, is it you have to go as a group to do it, or you do it individually and you become part of a group that's going to do the experience?
Well, it'll probably be a group thing for in September. But like I say, on the 6th of July, we have our annual picnic, and anybody can come to that.
Okay.
In 1s and 2s and 3s and whatever the case may be, because it's just a big open event for the public.
Okay. So that picnic that you're talking about there, that's a one-time thing? That's not something you can just call up and say, we'd like to do this picnic.
Oh, no, for sure. If you know you've got a group that wants to go, give us a shout, and we'll try to arrange something with you. We just need a lot of notice for that with the food.
Right.
Because, I mean, that's not the characters and stuff we can put together on, a day's notice or so. But if you want to get, food and everything else involved, we need some time to kind of source that. Because we do take pride in the fact that with our partners at Carrefour Beausoleil, all of our food is, as much as we can, locally sourced.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, sounds like a silly question. So, the food they eat, is it, is it sort of reminiscent of the time?
It's based off of a menu that we found for a picnic in the 1870s.
Okay, yeah. So, that makes it kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing that's, out of the ordinary to us today, but it's,
Wow. That sounds, you don't think of these things being here. That's why we're talking to all these different people all the time and finding out everything that's going on and working with you guys to make sure we can get it promoted and everybody know and go down there and bring your relatives, because my sister-in-law was down here with her kids last year, and I was thinking, man, there's nothing to do, and I never thought to go to Beaubears Island.
Well, there you go.
We should have gone, because that would have been a real nice experience for them. Yeah. So, personally, in all the years since you've been there a long time, have you ever come across any kind of experience that you thought, wow, that was odd, or like something on the island, maybe a ghost or something, or anything?
No, I haven't had any ghosts on the island. It's really been something, and I've really been lucky in that in the number of years that I've been there to meet a lot of the descendants of people that we're talking about on the tour. So, for instance, I guess that would be about 6 years ago. John Harley, who was the last shipbuilder on the island, I believe it's his great-great-grandnieces or whatever, come over and, spent the day with us and talked to us all about, what they knew from their side of things.
Oh, wow.
And we told them what we knew from our side of things. And it was, they come over from Ireland.
Yeah.
So, because Harley's family, Harley died here. He's buried right here in Newcastle. But his family eventually went back to Ireland and gained quite a bit of prosperity in shipbuilding there, in iron shipbuilding. But yeah, to meet members of his family, to meet members of William Davidson's family and the Marquis Charles de Chambly-Beaubert, who brought the Acadians here. So from France, their family came last year. So it's really been quite something to
Is
do
there
that.
books and stuff you can get on what's going on over there?
Well, there is.
Like historical stuff?
So we've got a book that was written by former Parks Canada historian, René-Gilles Leblanc, that speaks in detail about Comte d'Espérance and the Acadian refuge that was over there. There's also Fair Winds and Rough Fortunes that was written about kind of a general history of the island.
Oh, wow.
In 2010.
That's quite interesting.
Yeah,
maybe you just give me new ideas all the time. I'm thinking, well, maybe we could get one of these books and read some of these stories on the radio and get people informed as to what's going on. It might be an interesting idea.
Now I know you do. Kind of children's books over the radio and kind of story time that way. Something we're looking at doing. We haven't quite finished it yet, but something we're looking at doing is kind of starting some kids books on the stories in the island, because there's a lot of interesting stories there that are just as relatable to young people as they would be to you and I.
Sure.
So we're going to try to do some more of that.
Maybe we can combine something up and figure out something.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And of course, our school programs in June and in September are really successful to be able to bring school classes in and tell them about their history, but also about the unique ecology on the island. I mean, I didn't know this until last year, but one of our board members who's kind of big into geology says that the island is, I forget, I think it's 300 million years old, and like it's,
really?
The sandstone the island's made out of, it's older than the dinosaurs, and to be able to kind of relate that to
this is definitely stuff people don't know.
Yeah, absolutely, and to be able to talk to people about that, and it's quite something.
So you have, I know you have the groups that go out in the island, so they must do like a brief history.
Oh yeah,
on this kind of stuff you're doing, so they're going to be able to explain this to people as they go, and they act out some of the things that happen there.
Yeah, so you're always at the guide.
Yeah.
And the guide kind of is the master of ceremonies and kind of telling you the story long form, and then you break off with the characters every day at 2, and you kind of get a more personal version, more personal narrative from them.
That's awesome. No, I think everything about that island is amazing. I think the more people can get out there and we can talk about it. And there's no reason why people wouldn't come from all over, especially with all the history going on.
Oh, I mean, and like I say, there's points of contact really all around the world. I mean, stories of, the ships that were built there sailing, to South America, to Africa, to Australia, and all sorts of places all around the world.
So do we know the history of some of the names of the ships that were built there, things like that?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, wow.
So for instance, now, just this past year, we did a lot of research on the ships of the island and found out a lot of those stories. Now, we worked those into a play that we did at the end of April. We hope to do again and reprise at some point in the not too distant future.
Yeah.
But so, for instance, in that play, we told the story of the Lovell, which was built on the island and sailed in the wars against the French Revolution in the late 1700s. So was armed with 6 cannons, was captured in a sea battle, all of this. So I mean that's quite something to think about, a ship that was built right here in Miramichi, taking part in this huge global conflict.
Wow. Yeah, that is something.
The Beaufort Castle, which took palm oil and ivory from Africa and was caught just off the coast of Nigeria, got caught in a huge storm and was shipwrecked with the loss of, I think, 22 lives. And I mean, those that were rescued and the stories that they told afterward of, how terrible it was. And again, it's very interesting. The Standard, which was built in 1847, and in 1852, took 101 days to sail from England to Australia with 289 passengers. And so again, it's all these stories that we're able to find out and kind of now tell people, and they all lead back.
Do you guys have a website up explaining the different things that are happening and how they can connect to it and stuff?
Yeah, so I mean, our website, BeaubearsIsland.com, has a complete list of all of our events.
Okay.
And you can book online from there as well.
Oh, awesome.
So that's
you get
handy.
Dates and security, see all the different things.
Yeah.
Well, that's incredible. I hope we get a whole bunch of people out and making a big difference this year, because now I'm going to go because now I need to go learn some of this stuff. I think it's great.
Well,
and we're also going to have some people down, some of your characters of the radio, and sort of do some of the stories online. Maybe we could read some of the books, some of the
maybe so
ideas.
Yeah,
that would be pretty good. Yeah, no, I think that's great. So, and you still love doing it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. It's great. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If I could work on Beaubears Island for the rest of my life, I'd definitely do it. So.
Wow. And when you like a job that much, it's got to be good.
That's it.
It's got to be good. Well, I thank you for coming out today and giving us a little history on Beaubears Island, a little bit more that we can work with, and hopefully everybody in Miramichi goes out there and brings all their relatives.
Absolutely.
Of course, and
absolutely.
I don't see why they wouldn't, because this is a great spot to go. Even Jack, one of our guys, is going to be working over there this year from Life Radio. So
That's it.
That'll be an awesome job.
Of that I have no doubt. That's it. He'll do very well.
Can I get in on that? It sounds like more fun than what I'm doing. Well, thanks again for coming out, Shawn.
No trouble. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it was great.
I appreciate it very much.
Well, that's it for Life Radio for today, and hope everybody is having a good time.